Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter where you are watching this live stream presentation from, Michael Firth here, one of the founding Field Advisory Board members with Neumi and one of the Crowns. Now, I know that it takes up to 30 seconds for some people to get on to these events, so we're going to play a quick timer, and once this finishes, we'll get underway. In the meantime, type exactly where you're watching us from around the world into the chat. Alrighty, welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Firth here, one of the founding Field Advisory Board members and one of the Crowns with Neumi, and it is my pleasure to be Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, please type in a quick yes, because it's the internet at StreamYard that is the issue today. So if you can hear me loud and clear, I can see people logging in from Virginia, from Australia. Something said it was freezing. Yes, it is StreamYard software, not our internet connection, just so we're very clear. So as we get the presentation underway today, guys, it's my pleasure to present to you a brand new format of Neumi. Now, we've been in business now for about 3.5 years. And in that time frame, we have grown like crazy through this industry. But we're at a point now, we're in 74 countries and about to open up Japan and Thailand. And of course, there's never been a better time to show you what Neumi is all about. Now, if you're watching this presentation for the very first time, I want to tell you this is the first live stream we're doing, but we will be doing this in the Neumi TV room tomorrow, which will be great. And we won't have the same internet problems as StreamYard. With this in mind as well, just a bit of background, the person who's presenting to you, often I find if I'm watching a presentation, I wonder, who is this person? How do they qualify to talk on the topic? So my background was about 17 years ago. I was involved in the mortgage industry in Australia, and I worked my way up to national sales coach, and I loved my job with a passion. But eventually what happened was I found I was working way too many hours, and someone came to me with a glutathione breakthrough in a new product. And I got started with that. And about 2 years later, I don't make ridiculous projections, I'd replaced the income that I had back in the corporate world with a lot less hours. So with that in mind, then the founder of this company, Neumi, is actually the same founder as what that previous company was as well. So let's get into the presentation. Let me just bring it back up. I did have it queued, and unfortunately the internet from StreamYard went crappy. Okay, so here we are, just making sure we're visible. Yep. Perfect. All right. So always make sure that you get back to the person who invited you to the presentation. And I also want to say, if you are brand new watching this today, do us a favor, type in "pick me please" in the chat as we go through the presentation. And of course, that will give you an opportunity to qualify for a free bottle of product when we finish next week. Now, I apologize if the internet stops through this, but we'll get it as streamlined as we can. So welcome to the presentation. Who is Neumi? Neumi are the trailblazers, the innovators. We're dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting-edge technology, which is Hydrastat molecular encapsulation delivery system. So you're going to hear me refer to Hydrastat quite a lot during this presentation today, because this is our uniqueness. No one has anything remotely like it. And there are 3 things that make it very unique. Firstly, let's talk about a big problem, and that is poor absorption rates. Studies show that up to 90% of oral supplements aren't absorbed by the body, and that means only a fraction of nutrients actually reach the cells where they're needed to. So the solution is our proprietary Hydrastat process, which sets us apart delivering high quality products, and there isn't any products that are as economical or as effective. Now, one of the things that makes us unique is the cell size. So let's talk about this. Human hair is 80 to 100,000 nanometers, and that means just to put it in perspective, when we or nanotechnology in the world, their nanotechnology gets down to 60 nanometers if they're lucky. Off they have fats or lipids, and of course that can attract toxins. Well, you'd never have to have that problem with us because we used ultra purified water molecules that are purer than a hospital IV. So you can see there are three key differences right here behind our delivery method, and of course that's what makes us very unique as we go into the rest of the presentation. So now that we're able to get the product into the cells, let's talk about the power of glutathione. If you know what glutathione is, it's the master antioxidant of your body. In fact, it's the key to performance, protection, longevity of every human cell, and it actually recycles itself and helps recycle other ingredients like vitamin C and vitamin D. Now, if you go to PubMed, there is actually 188,000 studies on this ingredient now versus, say, vitamin C, which we all take for granted, with about 78,000. So what do the doctors have to say? Doctors say it's the most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of, one of the keys to fighting off disease that you fear the most. Also, they say if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body's just not firing on all cylinders, low glutathione can be the cause, part, or the effect. Now, as you age, your glutathione levels drop every decade. In fact, from your 20 years of age, you'll see on this graph here, glutathione levels dropping, and then you'll see oxidative stress, they call the silent killer. And when the two cross, it's not a good thing. So with that in mind, continuous attacks on your cells by the invasion of toxins, heavy metals, exposure to radiation, they all cause depletion of glutathione. In fact, you burn 40% of your glutathione levels in the first 10 minutes of aerobic exercise, which I'll show you in a minute with some slides. So these are the benefits and the downsides. So on the left, signs of low glutathione levels are weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches, inflammation, premature aging and disease, dull and dry skin, grey hair and balding, brain fog, digestive issues, allergies, weight gain. And here are the benefits if you had higher levels of glutathione, which you can only do by supplementation. Boosting your immune system, sustained mental and physical energy, optimal athletic performance. Wait till you see the testimonials. Balanced inflammation, delayed aging and disease, healthy, radiant skin. All of these benefits are things that you'll find by boosting glutathione. Now let's have a quick look at our Hydrastat product breakdown, because we've taken glutathione, one ingredient, and many others, but there are problems and there are solutions. So the first thing I want to say is a FDA disclaimer. Our products are not designed to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. They are nutritional supplements that help the body do what it does better itself. It's not a drug. So the first problem, glutathione decreases with age, environment, and leaving no practical way to get it in the cells. Companies have come up with precursors, which were great. And we had one double the price of this for many years before I came across Steve's breakthrough. But unfortunately, they're more expensive. And if you have gut issues, they may not absorb in the same way and may not produce as much glutathione. There's liposomals, more expensive, attracting toxins. So there's not many ways to do that. Intravenous, through $200 an injection, and only lasts a few days. So we've solved that with this product, where we have immune system boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery. Now, we've got in this product glutathione, but we also have cysteine, curcumin, and other ingredients as well. Now, what I'm going to do is just quickly show you how easy it is to use our products. I'll take this off the screen for one moment. So again, I've noticed we've got some internet issues, so I apologize for that. All you do with this product is you literally swish this in your mouth like a mouthwash, fill up this little cap, swish it, and then 30 seconds later, you have all the ingredients into the bloodstream, which is just phenomenal. And that applies to all the products that I'm about to show you as well. So let's jump back into the presentation and hop into the next problem. Skincare really gets past the first layer of the skin. I've got a friend who is a skincare educator, and she says 0.03% of skincare gets past the first layer of the skin, and they often include harmful ingredients. So we've solved that by nano-sizing with Hydrastat, glutathione, but also hyaluronic acid, which attracts moisture to the skin through the air, curcumin, which is like an antiviral, collagen, which is like the springs in your mattress that helps the skin become tighter. So that helps reduce the pore size, smooths the skin texture, lifts and firms, brightens an even skin tone, and reduces fine lines and wrinkles and fights the aging process. Again, another great breakthrough. Wait till you see the before and afters. They're going to blow your mind. Another problem, and this is a scary one for kids, providing a clean solution for energy and focus. People often try and resolve low energy and lack of focus with harmful stimulants. So we have been able to get around that by taking proven ingredients for the brain, arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine, other nutrients that are great for brain health. And this product is fully endorsed by the American Brain Council. And it has enhanced memory, improved mood, increased focus, rapid energy, and heightened cognitive performance. What's another problem? I was talking to my wife about this yesterday. Today's environmental disruptors, BPA, all sorts of things that are affecting women's hormones and women's health. Well, we've solved that again with a product called HERS. And we've taken proven botanicals that people use already, but we've made them more effective by delivering them nanosized into the cells through Hydrastat, which no one else can do. It helps alleviate bloating, cramps, and PMS, supports healthy immune hormone function, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, and enhances mood and overall well-being. In fact, we have a double-blind placebo-controlled test showing that 80% of women had spectacular results. Let's give you some testimonials. This is Lachlan from Melbourne, 24-year-old powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and gym manager. Week 3, training recovery has been amazing, coming to every session with no soreness and already hitting personal best month out from his competition. Week 4, he actually had more personal bests, including 270 kilogram deadlift, never done before. Let's talk about the women's product. This is Danae from USA, 34-year-old homeschooling mum. As soon as I started using NutraSwish on day 1, I found I had more energy. After using HERS, I eliminated mood swings, bloating, breast tenderness, all the PMS symptoms. Who wouldn't love that? Type in yes, ladies, if you would love better situation in that time of the month. Let's go back to the NutraSwish product. This is Greg from New Zealand, a 58-year-old. He's been into competitive mountain bike racing most of his adult life. In his 20s, he would do half-day events and he had nothing left in the tank. Now, at 58, he can do multiple days of riding with energy to spare, has great mental clarity, hardly any muscle soreness, and way faster recovery. This is the Neuro product. And Jean from Hawaii, 55-year-old, says, wow, I love his testimonial. Neuro is the most noticeable cognitive focus, clarity, memory, energy boosting, get a ton of stuff done swish that you'll never want to go a day without. And this, everyone knows that she has a severe attention span memory deficit, and this is over and above the incredible benefits from NutraSwish. This is Keith in Louisiana. After suffering for almost a year with severe discomfort in his neck and shoulder from an injury, just 48 hours after beginning NutraSwish, he woke sleeping all night long. Eventually, he was completely without discomfort and back to a training routine, and he was stronger at 61 than ever before. I can attest to that, lifting more at the gym now at 56 than I have my entire life on these products. Let's talk about some skin transformations with Neumi Skin. This is Elaine. She happens to be a client of my friend who's a skincare educator, and she said after 30 days, you look at the photograph, she didn't lose weight, but look at her neck. Unbelievable. You're going to see the reduction in appearance of redness and fine lines. 4 weeks. Look at this one, all skin types. Linda from Ambon, Indonesia. You can see her skin was dull and rough, and after 17 days, look at the difference. That's mind-boggling. And then she said she reports feeling stronger and more enthusiastic as well. This is, back of screen. This is a lady from Nigeria in her 80s. She sprayed her face 3 to 4 times a day for 4 weeks. Look at the results. Her skin tone's more even. Who doesn't want to lose a turkey neck? This is actually Donna from Texas after using the product for 8 weeks, and her neck is tighter, as you can see. And finally, I want to finish on this one. This is Sherry, a friend of mine from Indiana. She, like me, was able to experience the product 6 years ago before Neumi launched, because she was helping as well, getting it all going. 6 years using the product. Holy smokes. Type in any word that comes to mind in the chat, because when you see this photograph, you can't believe how old she is. It's great. Now, if you want to see more and more and more and more and more, and a plethora, Pandora's box of all of these, please go to Neumi New You on Facebook. It's the only company-run Facebook group, which is there for all to use. Every other group you see isn't a company one. It's run by individuals for their individual teams only. This is the only one open to everybody. If you go there, you'll have to answer some questions and agree to group rules, but you'll see just so many results. It's spectacular. That leads us to our vision. Okay, let's talk about the visionary Steve Scott, my friend. Steve spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products, purchasing the rights exclusively and marketing them on TV. You probably remember the Total Gym, Christy Brinkley, Chuck Norris, 4 billion in sales. Steve was an expert in that. Now, he went into retirement until he found the biggest breakthrough of his entire life, and that's how he launched Neumi. So our president and CEO came on after about the first few weeks of the company starting, and he turned us into the most field-driven, responsive company in the industry. We also have a science and medical advisory board, which will blow your mind. If you go to Neumi.com, type in the biographies, we've got people from Harvard, Stanford, you name it, scientists, doctors, every one of them have used every delivery method of liposomals and precursors and everything for nutrition and never seen the same results. I might point out, these guys all volunteer their time. They do not get paid. So check that out. It's amazing. It tells you a lot about the efficacy of this amazing breakthrough. Let's talk about execution. Okay. Now, Neumi have chosen to launch in the toughest time of the economy. You can see here, we launched right in the middle of COVID, and the industry grew 3.3%, and there are 128 million people, but we grew way faster than the trend of the industry. Now we're in 72 countries, about to be 74, over 200,000 members, and that's because we have an unparalleled compensation plan I'm about to go into, revolutionary free tools, and even free membership with perks. For example, some companies charge you $1,000 to access a travel platform where you can get 70% off your travel. We give it to you for free, and many other things as well. So the opportunity I'm about to go through, there are 3 options. You might just want to go a return on your investment. Maybe you want residual income, or maybe you want to build a legacy asset. Now, I want to say that this is a statement about income. Everyone will earn according to their own effort. There's no specific guarantee because market conditions vary from country to country. Individual skills vary. I want to say one thing, though. I said earlier that I was in the mortgage industry. Well, I didn't tell you this. 6 years ago, just before Neumi launched and Steve was looking for investors, I had lost everything financially because I was unfortunately taken down by some people with lack of integrity, and I lost everything financially. 12 months later, in my case, I earn now more out of Neumi than I'd ever earned at the top of the corporate world, and it happened within 12 months. It's not an income guarantee for you. I'm just saying that was my experience. So it really is a very lucrative opportunity to bounce back. So let's go into the compensation plan. Firstly, I want to say this. We pay 53 cents in the dollar. Most companies pay 50% of the BV. What does that mean? 27 cents in the dollar, maybe 38 cents in the dollar in the max. So we're paying way more than every other company in the industry because our cost of production is so low. Let's talk about weekly commissions. And I did have some animations here that somehow the technology has just dropped. But anyway, we pay 43% on the weekly commissions, where if you introduce people, the word sponsor is an industry term, you'll earn 25% on any orders from anybody who joins you directly, as you can see here. But then you can earn up to 3% on 6 extra generations from who they know, who they know, who they know, who they know. So it's a very lucrative weekly commission. Then we talk about a monthly commissions. And the first thing is the baby steps of how to get started. This is not your ultimate aim. This is just a pit stop along the way to get started. When you introduce 3 people who become members purchasing 100 points, you'll earn an extra $50 on top of all the other bonuses because it's about structure. Then if you teach that step and you become a senior member, well, then you'll earn 250 on top of your bonus. And then the next cherry on the top, if you help those people find 3 and you become a 2-star, then you can earn an extra $1,500 from this particular bonus. Again, remember, this is not the ultimate aim. It's just a short pit stop along the way in terms of your income potential. We move then into our monthly leadership profit sharing pool, where once you reach 2-star or above, you can share in percentage of the turnover we have globally according to your rank. There's a percentage share, and this is cumulative as well. Now, there is a longer version of this compensation plan you can get from the person who invited you. We're just tree-topping the subject today. I know this is a big diagram, but just quickly, automatically, as soon as you join, you'll see here, you will qualify for 3 levels deep. As you grow your turnover to about 1,500 from all your team, you open up level 4, then level 5, then level 6, eventually 7 levels deep. And that's when the leadership ranks of structure come into play. But still only purchasing 100 points yourself. It's amazing. And finally, we have infinity bonuses as well from level 8 and beyond. So as you reach the diamond rank, we'll pay you a $2,500 cap at 0.5%, and then double diamond 5,000, and you can see it all goes way through to 15,000. That is just the infinity bonus from level 8 and beyond, not including all the other bonuses as well. Let's talk about support and next steps as we get towards the end. Well, we have technology, resources, weekly calls. So we have weekly training videos. So we have training videos for everything you can dream of, including the Neumi 1, 2, 3 process everyone uses uniformly in all languages across the world to build their business. We have business planning tools, access to marketing assets. We have a free app, company Facebook groups, and Neumi TV. I'm presenting this presentation tomorrow at around this time, and you'll be able to log people onto Neumi TV and see that. And as we wrap up, where are you at? You've got 3 options. Perhaps you're ready to get started. Maybe you want to try the products, or maybe you want more information. Either answer is fine with me. And as we wrap up, I apologize for the internet connection with StreamYard. I'm going to change to a different platform because it's no longer working as well as it was. And I want to say thank you for joining us today. Do me a favor now as we wrap up, type in where you were watching this from today, and type in "pick me please" if you'd like to go into the draw, even if you're watching the playback, for a free bottle of product which you're going to draw next week. So I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I hope the internet glitches were not so bad, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at Neumi TV at exactly the same time.